Welcome to Servant of the Fates. Today's pickacard reading is about 5 things that are going to happen to you for the week ahead. So pick the Lenormand deck that sparks a memory in you. It will have your accurate messages. Guidelines below on how to do just that. Feel free to pause this video as you take your pick. As always, timestamps down below. So is it going to be 7th sphere? Something about the design, the shapes, the colors? Is it sparking a memory in you? Or maybe the playfulness of dreaming Way. Something about her dress, her makeup perhaps. Or maybe this is the one that's sparking a memory in you, old style Lenormand. Is it the structure? Is it the traditional style of it? So as always, feel free to pause, rewind, and really focus on the one that is sparking a strong memory in your mind. And when you are ready, let's begin. If you chose 7th sphere, welcome to your reading. These are the 5 things that will happen to you in the week ahead. The first one, fish. This is about business. This is about money flowing. This is the card of abundance. But this is not an overpromise though. This is hearing for the first time that you're being considered for that job that you applied to. So it's like a callback, or hearing a business proposal from a friend, from an ex-colleague, asking you if you want to start a company with them, and they have the budgets, like you don't have to ask for a loan or anything. So it's the opportunity. It's the first communication coming to you, okay? But something that will bring you abundance. That is guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that it's going to be this week, but the beginning of it will be, okay? So it's a big thing. Why do we have a woman here? If you are the woman, this offer is coming to you. We're not going to know how exactly. It's a general reading. But like I said, it could be an ex-colleague. It could be a recruiter on LinkedIn, right? Saying that we really liked your profile, or you passed the first interview, how about another one? But if you are not a woman, then this is a bigger clue, because this offer will come from a woman, okay? So it could be that manager that you had that was a woman. It could be an aunt. It could be a mother figure in your life. It could be an ex-girlfriend. It could be your ex-wife, okay? But if you are a woman, then it could be anyone, honestly, okay? So this thing, it's going to be huge, but again, it is not immediate. It's only the beginnings of it. The job offer, the business proposal. It could be a client looking at your profile and considering you as a freelancer for their big project. But either way, it will bring abundance. Like, that is guaranteed. That is promised, but this week, that's the first thing that will happen. It's just the first news of it. Or if you already know what I'm talking about, like you've been to 2 interviews, then it's the final one, okay? So either it's the first stage or the last stage of the first phase of the arrival of this abundance in your life. But either way, it's money, 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 okay? So big money is entering your life beginning this week. That is the first thing that will happen. And if you don't identify as a woman, then it's a woman that will help you, okay? So the richest person, probably the richest lady around you, or the most entrepreneurial woman around you. That's the first thing. Promise of an abundant future beginning this week. Second one, this is something faded, okay, but annoying at first. Just at first. This has to do with travel. It could either be, no, it's not like travel being given to you. It's not like winning a trip or something like that, or receiving a free trip. No. If you are going on a trip, then you have already planned it, okay? Or you're already budgeting for it, but it doesn't have to be international travel. It could be going to the gas station or going to the supermarket, going to the mall. Okay, it's that kind of trip, and something will go wrong. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's minor. Don't think of crazy accidents, something harmful. No. something will go wrong, and that is fate. Okay, with the snake here, that is destiny bringing you towards a blessing that is meant to arrive in your life. So a very cheeky example would be you realizing or something's wrong with your fuel gauge in the car, because you vividly remember making sure that it was a full tank charge last time that you drove the car, but for some reason excuse me, it's almost empty now. So you have to make this unexpected stop to the gas station, and you're just annoyed because you're gonna be late and it's an extra expense that you didn't plan for, and it's just really irritating because you don't know if someone used your car, like maybe your sibling or something, like what's wrong with the fuel. And it's annoying and it's irritating and it's surprising, not in a good way. But then when you get to the gas station and you go to the toilet or the convenience store, that is where you meet your soulmate, or that is where you meet the person who's going to turn you into a supermodel if that's your dream, or the person who is going to offer you a job for some reason, one way or another. You are going to end up talking to this person and you're going to find out that you have something in common, whether it's a job, a hobby, an interest, or attraction for each other. Okay, so this is something that will happen to you too, maybe on Tuesday because it's the second thing, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, but it's a second thing that will happen this week. Something irritating regarding a trip. Now, what if it is international travel? What if you are traveling? Then something about your flight increasing in price, like it's already somewhat reserved, like you reserved it with an agent, but it's not the final price yet. It's not fully booked for some reason. So then the agent tells you, or your internet tells you that extra $200 or $300, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna change my flight then because I don't have that kind of money, or I do have that kind of money, but I don't want to spend it on this price increase. So then you're going to change your flight to either an earlier day, a later day, or the same day, but like different hours. And you're going to end up sitting next to, again, your soulmate, your future forever love, or your next manager, your next employer, okay, your next best friend. But I'm not really hearing friendship. It's more either someone who will give you love, romantic love, or someone who will bring you abundance. Okay, so an employer, a business partner, an agent, okay, like a book agent or something else if you're an actor, an actress, some studio, big studio guy if you're trying to make it in the world as a musician. Okay, but an annoying thing, remember, when something like that happens this week, right, something that disrupts your plans, you're gonna get annoyed, but stop. Okay, just pause and be like, oh my God, something good is gonna happen next, and it will. And it will. And again, just like this one, the promise of abundance, it is the promise of that person, that agent, that soulmate, that future spouse, okay? Future employer who's going to be amazing to you, future business partner. But it doesn't mean that this person is going to propose on that day, or that this person is going to make you sign a contract on that day. For the minority of you, maybe they're going to be like instantly, hey, I have a business plan. What do you think? It's kind of crazy. I know we just met, blah, blah, blah. But for the majority of you, it is just the spark, the beginning of that future, stable, long-term, amazing relationship. But yeah, something annoying when it comes to your trip. It will eventually bring you to your true destination. So fate is here. A twist of fate. That is what you will feel. Second thing this week. Third one, sun. Beautiful. Clarity. Upgrade with a stork. So, tell me right now, because you will know better than me, as this is a channel reading and I don't know you personally. What is the darkest, heaviest thing in your life right now? Does it have to do with health problems? Is it a romantic relationship, a breakup that has hurt, crushed your soul? Is it finances? Trying to look for a job? You know better than me whatever the darkest thing is in your life, it will experience a huge rebirth, restart, and it's going to be an upgrade from what you had, okay? So if, for example, it's a health problem, everything, for some reason, is just going to get better. Partly by magic, partly by science. What do I mean by that? Maybe you discover, or someone recommends to you, or your doctor prescribes a new supplement, a new medicine, or you make a lifestyle change, and it's supposed to take 3 months or 6 months to get you feeling so much better, but it only takes 2 weeks or 1 week or a few days. It's like half an inexplicable miracle and half something that you know the source of. You know what I mean? And if it is heartbreak, again, it's going to be a twist of fate. This is, for example, okay, just as an example, even if it doesn't resonate with you, you can apply it to your life. If a boyfriend or a girlfriend cheated on you or left you for someone and you're so hurt, you're so heartbroken, but now you're single, and now the childhood crush that you've always had when you were 12 years old comes back to the neighborhood, or you bump into him or her in the mall, at the cinema, someplace. Now you're actually open. Now you're ready. And this is the person you've always liked and maybe even loved, right? I mean, that happens. Puppy love is a thing. There's a song about it. So it's like a big upgrade. Yeah, it hurt you first, being cheated on, being left. I mean, I'm not going to downplay that, but now you're open. Now you're ready for the person that's truly meant for you to come in. And it's going to be an upgrade, okay? Whatever that ex is, whatever he or she was, this person is going to be so much better. So it's that kind of energy. Somewhat miraculous. You're going to feel like you're in a movie. Okay, a romantic comedy, because we know that in real life, okay, crush at first sight is a thing. Attraction at first sight is a thing, but love at first sight, I mean, maybe not really. Okay, but you're gonna feel like that, right? Again, it applies to health too. It's gonna be like, it needs months for this supplement to start working magic into your bloodstream in your body, but no, it just takes a week or two, like magical, something fast, okay? So again, it's about whatever the darkest thing is. What else? If it's you've been looking for a job and you couldn't find one, we know that it takes months to land a job. You're going to have to go through what? A minimum of 3 interviews, right? With the HR, with the hiring person, with the CEO or the head of department, whatever that is. So it takes a while, but this is like one person interviews you, maybe the HR person, and then that afternoon they're like, hey, you have 30 minutes to meet our CFO or blah, blah, blah. Like, you get hired on the same day. So there's a love at first sight or miracles at first sight kind of feeling to it. But you know better than me where you need the sun, this clarity, this victory the most in your life. Okay? Health, finances, romance, you tell me. But the upgrade is coming there. Okay? From there. So that's lovely. Fourth thing that will happen to you. This week you have the moon and the tree. This is your reputation and your career. Think 10th house in astrology, okay? The way that people see you, the way that people perceive you, how they talk about you, whether they adore you or reject you. It's a neutral card. It's your career. It's your reputation. But with tree, this is growth and this is health. So if you're someone who has a bad reputation, then it's going to improve. If you're someone who has a good reputation, it's going to become very good. If you have a very good reputation, then it's going to be excellent. And it's more than just about how people perceive you. It could be something that's very, very much tangible. So for example, you're trying to become an influencer on TikTok or Instagram or whatever social media people are using these days. And so far you only have like 5,000 followers. That's going to blow up, okay? Quickly. This is number 5. So if it's 5,000, you're going to get that times 5, right? So 25,000 in like a span of a week. It's something like that. All right. Do you see what I mean? So in fives, it will grow tenfold, but in fives, right? And if it is reputation when it comes to work, it's not just people praising you for a presentation that you did, which is also great, but that will grow fivefold as well into something else. So it could be you get a bonus, you get a promotion, or at least the chance to run for a promotion, like people are noticing you now, and then you get maybe a better office because of it, like a better desk or wherever you sit. You get more friends at work, okay? You get new perks maybe in the pantry or whatever else, okay? But fivefold growth, right? So beautiful things are going to happen for you with tangible effects when it comes to your career and reputation, right? If you work, then definitely it's about work. But if you're retired or you're still in school, then it's how your teachers, your peers, your friends see you, okay? If you have like a hobby that you are known for, it's how the people there who share that hobby, that interest, will see you. An improvement there. Last but not least, what else will happen to you this week? Oh, okay. Good. Because if it had been like this, terrible. But because it's this way, it's amazing. So the scythe, it cuts whatever it's facing. Okay, so this is like, would be, this was your reading. But this way, this would be like the end of a relationship. Maybe your marriage, maybe your long-term partnership, maybe you being fired from your job, getting laid off. But it's because it's the other way around. Then it is not a cutting and ending, it's a harvest. It is a harvest, a long-awaited harvest from a relationship. So what does that mean? For example, you have been at this job for 7 years and you've never had any special award or reward, okay? No promotions, no big bonuses, no big increments, just the 10% normal that you get annually. Then this is it. This is finally your harvest. You are harvesting something good out of that 7-year work relationship. This is when you finally gain that improvement in your reputation. This is when you finally gain that abundance, okay? This could be like that big promotion or that big increase, or you being transferred to the main office in whatever country or city that is, which means you have better benefits and you're going to have more money, more salary, more perks one way or another, okay? If you have been engaged, we have a ring here after all, you have been in a long engagement of 4, 5, 6 years, this is your person finally saying, hey, I've saved enough, or let's go, let's just get married. Or if you've been dating exclusively for that long too, this is your partner finally proposing to you. Like, do you know what I mean? A long-term connection that you've had, contract that you've had, whether that's a soul contract or a job contract, you're finally harvesting something out of it. Wonderful. Okay, so these are the 5 things that will happen to you this week. Excuse me. We've got abundance. We've got that annoying thing that will lead you to someone fated for you. We have this lightening of something dark in your life, an improvement there. Also an improvement in your career and reputation, and then a harvest, a beautiful big harvest when it comes to a long-term thing, contract, relationship that you have. So let me know how it goes. Let me know how it resonates for you. And congratulations on your week ahead. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose Dreaming Way, welcome to your reading. These are the 5 things that will happen to you in the week ahead. The first one, Mountain and Coffin. Separately, they are very negative cards, but together, it's cool. Crazy how Lenormand works, right? So, Mountain. This is the biggest challenge that you have faced or is currently facing. That is what the mountain is, something that's difficult to climb, right? And Coffin is death or ending. So together, whatever this big difficulty is right in front of you, it's going to end this week. You know better than me about your personal life. We don't know each other personally, right? So what is your biggest challenge right now? Does it have to do with work? Is there a difficult person at work? It could be them quitting or them getting fired or them getting transferred to a different department, or maybe it's you who gets transferred to a different office, right? But yeah, whatever that is, it's going to end. If it's a difficult neighbor, then it's them getting evicted one way or another, okay? Someone's going to leave and it's not going to be you. But if you're the one who's leaving, it's because you're leaving for something better, not because you're getting kicked out. But yeah, something is going to end. A very difficult relationship or a very challenging situation for you. It's going to end now. It could even be, I just heard something very dramatic. If you have received like a crazy out of the blue negative diagnosis medically, it's just an example, okay? I'm not a doctor. I don't know anything about your health. But if you're someone who recently received like a crazy out of the blue diagnosis, then this week the nurse calls you to say, I'm sorry, that was someone else's results. Yours are actually normal. There's nothing to worry about. And you have been worrying about it. Okay, so it's just the energy. I'm not predicting anything about your personal health. If you have problems, please go for a checkup. But yeah, something that is crazy, super bothering you, source of your anxiety and your worries, it's going to end this week. So that's wonderful. Like your biggest problem over this week. Wow. The death of your anxieties. How lovely is that? That is the first thing that will happen. What else? Clover is luck. And bear, this is power. Okay, so female authority figures in your life. It could be your boss. It could be your mom. It could just be money in general, because money is power. So you're going to have a lot of luck this week. A lot of good things working out for you this week when it comes to bear, when it comes to the female authority figures in your life, when it comes to money, when it comes to power. There's going to be an increase in how good your relationship is with your boss. If she's female, there is going to be an improvement in the amount of money you have and the amount of power that you hold over your team, over the organization, over your family. Not in a bad way, not like, I have power over my family, but like, the influence that you hold over their life decisions. Of course, you're going to have to use that wisely. Let's say your child or your sister wants your advice on what degree program to take in college, what university to go to. Like, they're going to listen to you. You have power, you have authority this week with Clover and Bear, okay? So wield that power wisely. But also, how amazing is that? People in your life who could influence you, like your boss, your manager, right? The CEO, the head of your department. Or if you're still a student especially, then your mom who provides for you. You're just going to have an amazing relationship with them this week. They are going to become so generous towards you, so magnanimous, so helpful. So yeah, this is like power and luck coming to you. And remember, there's money too. So get ready to receive presents and gifts and rewards here and there. Not necessarily something super big, but little sources of joy here and there. The big thing really is the power and the influence more than the money, but yeah, little gifts, little pockets of money too here and there. So lucky when it comes to that. That's good. That's always the good thing to be lucky in, right? People who hold influence over you will be helpful towards you, and you yourself will be holding influence over the people that are in your social circle, in your family, in your neighborhood. So powerful and lucky week for you. We also have Anchor and Bouquet. Lovely. This is the card of stability. And this is the card of beautiful things, good things happening to you. So this week you will be receiving a confirmation, a big one. For example, you applied for a job, you've been to 4 interviews. This is you finally receiving the job offer. Okay, the confirmation that it's yours. So stability of something beautiful, because you have been fantasizing about getting this job and you have been actively working towards getting this job. You attended interviews, you researched, you prepared, right? So it's finally here. You're getting it. It could be a relationship too. Maybe there's someone that you're interested in or someone that you're dating, they finally say, you know what, let's go exclusive, or let's get committed to each other. Or if you have been engaged to someone for long, so again, bouquet is something beautiful, a beautiful relationship, but it's like they're not proposing and you're not sure what the future of it is. This is them finally saying, let's get married. Okay, so you know better than me what that is, but there's a beautiful thing in your life that is not yet locked down, and it's going to get locked down, locked and loaded this week. Okay, the anchor is here to stabilize whatever this beautiful but maybe unsecure, not insecure, unsecure thing so far in your life. Okay, that job you're applying for, that person you're dating, this is it. With the anchor here, it is confirmed, it is secure, it is stable. Finally, that will happen for you this week. It is also, oh my God, I just heard something so specific. Since this is a card of beauty, if you have been trying to lose weight or gain muscle, it could be either way, like you're too skinny and you want some muscle, or you're currently a bit overweight and you want to slim down. So far, you haven't been able to stay consistent with it, with the workout, with going to the gym, with the diet, with the lifestyle changes, with the recipes, the healthy recipes that you're supposed to be eating. But that changes this week. You are finally able to defeat your own addictions, okay, your own self-defeating habits, your own stubbornness or laziness, whatever it is, okay? So something to do with your beauty. It's not just weight. That is just an example. Like you finally stay consistent with going to the gym or with your diet. That is just an example. But what beauty means to you, maybe what beauty means to you is having a beautiful house. Then this is you finally securing the money that you need to renovate, or the furniture that you've always fantasized about, okay, that furniture set from Crate and Barrel, whatever that is, okay? But yeah, I heard the weight loss or weight gain thing, the being overweight or being too skinny. So yeah, I heard that specifically. If you have been struggling for months, for years, to make sure you improve that, then it's going to sort itself out. Like you're going to find the will, or someone's going to give you a free membership, or you're going to find your perfect healthy recipe that doesn't taste like toilet paper or cardboard paper, right? So things are going to work out. Whatever this thing is, that's beautiful, but not secure, right? It's going to stabilize with the anchor for you this week. What else? We have Rider and Sun, so good news. Lots of good news are coming towards you. In small ways, in big ways. It could be something as small as you are at the mall, or you're just, walking along the neighborhood and you're about to go to a cafe or to a restaurant to eat. And then you bump into a friend and they say, hey, let me buy you dinner. Let me buy you coffee. So it could be something that small, like, you save $20, but it's still cute. And you still get to spend time with an old friend. So it could be something that small, but it could be something so big too. And we already have an inkling of what that could be, your biggest problem ending. So good news about a bad thing in your life. It could be your boss promoting you, right? It could be that person, your person, finally proposing marriage to you. But yeah, it's not just one thing. The sun is never just one thing, because the sun is... look at the rays of the sun. It's not just one ray, right? Sunlight is all encompassing. It's there. It's everywhere. So lots of good news. The Rider is, think of him as like the UPS delivery guy. Like he just brings a lot of good packages to you that will bring clarity, victory, success, happiness into your life. So these have all been amazing so far, the three things, but this beats all of them. And honestly, this includes all of them. So yeah, good news coming from all directions. How wonderful is that? Honestly, a week of hearing about good things, just good things. And again, big and small, it could be that your faucet was dripping and you thought you needed to call the plumber. And then you wake up on Wednesday morning and It's just not dripping anymore, and you don't have to call the plumber, and you don't have to spend money or time thinking about that trouble. So little things and big things. Good news about people in your life, the things in your life, the situations in your life. Good news could come from you too, by the way, because look at him, right? He's supposed to be facing here, but he's not. And that's just because of the whimsy of the deck. But there's meaning there as well. I'm being called to interpret the symbology there as well. I don't normally do that for Lenormand, just for tarot. But yeah, it could be from you. You have a lot of good news for other people in your life too. Like, life is not just about people helping you, it's you helping people. And you know what? It also makes you feel good. Being in a position to give, being the reason for someone's smile, for someone's peace of mind is also a pretty wonderful feeling. So yeah, you will be giving good news to people too. Maybe someone buys you lunch, but you buy someone dinner. Okay? So good news in and out from your house, from you. It's gonna be beautiful. Last but not least, amazing so far, right? Let's see what this last one is. Fish and snake. Okay, this is good. This is interesting. This is drama. First of all, fish is abundance. Fish is money. Fish is business. So that's good. Like, it's raining money. Lovely. But snake is your enemy. And this is good. This is so delicious. But someone that you accurately believed didn't like you, they're going to become a source of abundance for you. Okay? It's because one way or another, whether at work or in your personal life, there's just something that you're really good at. Okay? Whether you're amazing at your work or you're amazing with your fashion sense. So whatever it is, this person, yes, she, most likely she, hates your guts, doesn't like you, is envious of you, or maybe they're above you, but they think you're going to surpass them soon, so they hate you for that. I think you already know who I'm talking about, most of you. But yeah, this person you don't get along, they're a rival or they're a frenemy. But it's just undeniable that you're so good at this specific thing or this specific job that when they need someone to do that specific thing for them, there's no other choice but you. So for example, they're about to attend a wedding. They're the bridesmaid, or if they're not a part of the entourage, then they're just, they're going to go there and it's going to be elegant and graceful and they want to look beautiful and they hate you, but they admire the way you do your hair and makeup. So they're going to offer you like $500 to do theirs on that day. Okay? So it's like a rival becoming a source of money, of abundance, of business for you. Okay? A frenemy becoming a client for you. What else could this be? Maybe you're someone who doesn't do your hair and makeup. That's just an example. See how it resonates for you. See how that would be applied to you. But another example is maybe this is your manager or you work with this person in relation to this one. And you know that your manager doesn't like you normally. They think you're too much or too less of this, like you talk too little and whatnot. Okay, but they don't like you and you know it. And you're right. But when a different department asks, hey, who is so good at researching this topic? Or who is good at drawing in this style? Or animating in this style? And, if they're going to save their own reputation because they have to recommend someone good, that will reflect well on them, right? So if they want to do that, then there's no other name to give but yours, because you are just so good at that skill, at that talent, at that one thing that you do. So then, because you got recommended to another department, maybe you get transferred, you get a salary increase from that, you get a promotion, or it's more like a freelance thing. You still work for her, but this department pays you an extra $2,000, $3,000 to finish that project, So someone who normally kind of despises you, but they don't, they're not trying to sabotage you. You just know that they don't like you, the way that they look at you and the way that they don't smile at your jokes. And so someone who is normally a rival or a frenemy or an intimidating boss, they're going to become a source of real tangible money, abundance for you, a source of work for you. So that's kind of funny because everything else is like, yeah, good things, bad things ending, good things happening, good news coming. But this is like someone you didn't expect at all is the one who is blessing you, helping bring blessings into your life this week. So for most of you already know who that is. It's that girl who looks at you that way, okay? So it's them. Lovely, lovely week for you ahead. Bad things ending, good things coming, power, influence, and now abundance too, and then stability. Congratulations. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose Old Style Lenormand, welcome to your reading. These are the 5 things that will happen to you in the week ahead. The first thing, Fox and Bouquet. This is a peace offering. Lovely. So someone that you have been at odds with, someone who maybe is an ex-friend, okay? They used to be good to you, but they threw you under the bus that one time for a promotion or for someone's favor. There was a falling out between you and this person, but that's just for some of you. For some of you have never been friends with this person and you have no plans to be. They are, let me tell you about this person, kind of a trickster, okay? They're very clever and they have used this cleverness against you one way or another, okay? They have outmaneuvered you. They're good at strategy, and for some reason, things that are good for them end up being bad for you. Okay, so someone who threw you under the bus, someone who's like a rival, someone who's like a frenemy. I wouldn't even say frenemy, but just enemy. Okay, the fox. It's that person, and they are going to be offering you this week. This is the keyword: a sincere peace offering, something vulnerable, something from the heart, okay, something that they truly mean with bouquet. It could be an actual bouquet of flowers, it could be like a care package, any kind of olive branch, literal or not, okay? But they are going to make peace with you. This fox energy, you already know who I'm talking about, okay? Most of you know who this person is. Gemini energy. The negative sides of Gemini, all zodiac signs have positive and negative sides, and the fox is the negative side of Gemini, the two-faced energy, the backstabbing energy, the user energy. Again, I'm not shitting on Gemini. Everyone has a dark and a bright side, all 12 zodiac signs. But yeah, Gemini is that, manipulative person who just betrays the people, even the people that they love, if it's going to serve them in a way that they think is huge, okay? So that person, it could literally be a Gemini sun rising Venus for you. But yeah, that person in your life, likely a woman. I'm not shitting on women, but the fox is traditionally a woman in Lenormand, okay? But it could be a man as well. Yeah, they're going to extend this peace offering towards you, and they're going to mean it. It's going to be heartfelt. And it's up to you if you want to accept it, okay? This is not about advice. This reading is just 5 things that will happen, and that's one of the things that will happen. Someone will apologize. Someone will want to become your friend or become your friend again, right? So yeah, that is the first thing. And you know what? With bouquet here, you're going to see some benefits in it. Even if you don't like this person, the moment they apologize, even if you don't change your mind about them, you're going to see some benefits. Like, as an example, maybe you work with this person, maybe this person is in your team, your colleague, and they are your manager's favorite. So then you know that if you associate yourself with this person, your manager is going to like you too. So you're being foxy now too in the way that you think about this peace offering, about this apology. But yeah, that is the first thing, I would say a beautiful thing that is going to happen for you this week. Second one, okay, man and lady. It doesn't matter. Maybe you are in a relationship with someone of the same sex. This is not discriminating against you, but in Lenormand, it just means that they're a couple. Okay, the man and the lady, the man and the woman, they are a couple. What does it mean? If you are single, you're going to meet someone who has great potential to become your long-term partner this week. This person will present themselves, ask you out on a date, or you're going to meet them for the first time. If you are coupled and the relationship has been stagnant or you have been fighting a lot, this week things are going to improve. You're going to make peace with each other. The affection, the love, the attraction is going to improve. Okay, so yeah. But if you are coupled and already very happy, then you're going to become even happier. Some upgrade will happen. Maybe your partner will get a promotion, or maybe you will get an inheritance, and it will allow you finally to go on that dream vacation that you've always wanted to go to, whether it's Paris or Santorini, whatever that is. Okay, so you're going to become even happier. Whatever your situation is when it comes to romance, single and uninterested, you're going to find someone who's going to make you feel interested. Okay. And if you are unhappy, this person is going to make you feel happy again, or maybe a new person will, right? Maybe it's time to end the relationship with this someone who has been hurting you. You know better than me what your situation is. But either way, when the man and the lady are facing each other, not this way, this is separation, but this way, this is good things when it comes to romance. What else? Third thing that will happen for you this week, you have the tree and the heart. This is good things for your health, specifically your heart. Let's do it literally first, physically first. If you're someone who has had like arrhythmia or a heart murmur, or any other thing, like your Apple Watch has been telling you that your heart rate is too high and it's unhealthy, or it's too low and that's dangerous, then things are going to improve for you this week. Maybe the source of that is stress, anxiety, then whatever that source is, that is the thing that will get fixed. Okay, that will become healthy again. Tree is health. So that's the thing that will improve for you. Okay, I'm not a doctor. I'm not predicting anything, like, actually predicting that if you have that problem, oh, you're going to get better, no need to go to the doctor. No, not at all. That is an example of what these cards are saying. You know better than me how it applies to your life. Okay, but yeah, if you've been having a very high heart rate or hypertension because of stress, because of anxiety, then whatever the source of that annoyance is, it's going to settle down, it's going to stabilize, it's going to go away, and therefore your heart rate will improve as well, right, as a result of that. So that is one example. That is like the literal example. Or it doesn't have to be your heart specifically in particular. Maybe you have acid reflux, so your chest has been hurting, and it's not necessarily your heart, but it's like the same location as your heart. So you're always like clutching your chest. And it's kind of crazy, and you're scared. You don't know if it's a heart attack or if it's just the acid again. Things are going to come down, okay? The flare up is going to end when it comes to your GERD, your acid reflux, and things are going to improve this week. Maybe not out of the blue. Maybe you're the one who makes lifestyle changes or dietary changes, right? And it's going to work out immediately. So yeah, those are like the literal examples of what could happen, because tree is health. But it could also be something deeper, something more emotional. Heart is emotions, right? So something more profound, and it could be connected to this. So this is like a broken heart healing again, becoming whole again, becoming healthy again. So it could be you finally moving on from that person who broke your heart in 2019. You just wake up one day and you realize you have absolutely no feelings left for them. Now you are ready to begin again. You are ready to love again. And it doesn't even have to be romance. It is, after all, not just lovers who break hearts, right? Your parents can break your heart. Your friends can break your heart. The people that you work with, the managers that you work for can break your heart. So it could be reconciliation when it comes to that. Someone, again, apologizing. Maybe they're related. Someone extending their peace offering to you. Someone finally giving you that promotion that you were rejected for 2 years ago. It could be your parents finally showing you some love and, remorse for something that they said or something hurtful that they did to you all those years ago, you know better than me in what way your heart is aching. Is it physical? Is it literal? Is it emotional? Okay, this is a general reading, so you tell me. How is your heart broken right now? However way that is, the tree is here to make it healthy, to make it whole again this week. So lovely. Lovely. These are amazing too, but I think so far this is the best pair because come on, it's your heart. None of us can live without our heart, and it's becoming whole and healthy again. So congratulations. I'm happy for you. What else do we have here? The sun, excuse me, and crossroads. Beautiful. If you have been facing a dilemma in your life, you don't know which way to go. Do you get married with this person who loves you? Or do you take a leap of faith with this new person that you are so attracted to? Or do you stay at this job that is so stable but doesn't make you happy? Or do you begin your own business, start your own business? Whatever it is, you are facing a crossroad. And it's crazy because if you make the wrong choice, you could lose something solid, you know? And this week, something will happen in your life that will give you clarity. So if you have been for months, years now afraid to take that leap of faith, then something will stabilize that choice for you. Okay, I'm going to give you a very primitive example because again, it's a general reading, so you know better how to apply it in your life. But just as I'm saying primitive because it's like simplistic. Just as an example, maybe you are a woman and you have two suitors, okay? One is wealthy, but unattractive or not nice, but like wealthy and powerful. And the other is so attractive, so sweet, so funny, but poor. Again, just a primitive example, very simplistic, right? And of course you want to go this way, but like you're gonna starve. You're likely gonna starve. And then suddenly, this person receives an unexpected inheritance from a long-lost aunt or wins the lottery or something, okay? So now, what you wanted with this ugly, evil person, again, simplistic example, they have it now too. Not only are they attractive and cute and funny and nice, now they're wealthy too. So then, you know what I mean? Like now it's clear which way to go. You choose this person, not that one. So yeah, something that has been a dilemma will no longer be because clarity will come and you will know exactly which path to take. So see how that applies to you. You know better than me what your dilemma is. Is it about love, like my example? Is it about a 9-to-5 job versus a risky business? Okay, so yeah, either way, clarity will come. Some blessing will arrive and you will just know that this is the right path for you. Last but not least, what else will happen to you this week? A child and stars. If you are a mother or a father, then good things are happening for your child. Don't worry if you don't have children, there's a message for you too. But let's first talk about the parents who are watching this. This is like your child graduating valedictorian and you didn't even know. You were like, I thought you were only in the top 10. Now you're number 1. Hey, so proud of you. And they're so happy too. Okay, something like that. It could be your child winning the poetry writing competition regionally or nationally, right? It could be them gaining a lot of popularity because they had this performance at school, like singing or dancing or both, and the teachers and the students didn't know that they were capable of that. So either way, awards, rewards, prestige for your child, okay? It doesn't have to be your child, by the way. If, let's say you're 22 and you have a 14-year-old sibling, it could be them. And let's say maybe you're an uncle or an aunt who are so loving towards your niece or nephew, then it could be them, right? But someone that you consider your child or the most important child in your life. But if you're none of those things, there's literally no child around you, then the child is a new beginning and the stars is network. So this is you, not just meeting a new friend, but becoming a part of a new social circle, like, a big network. This is you, for example, joining a gym. And this is not some gym where people don't talk to each other, a gym where they support each other and where they befriend each other. It could be you joining a movie club or starting a book club, like a community of new people who, and this is a very positive card, stars, who mirror your interests, who mirror your principles, your values, your attitudes, okay? So even if you're someone who's so introverted, and let's say maybe you're someone old, I don't want to insult you, but like, let's say maybe you're 78, just as an example, and you're like, oh, you're crazy. There's no way I'm going to make new friends, much less a big group of new friends at my age. And if you're so introverted, you're like, I haven't made a new friend in 30 years. Shut up, right? But something will happen one way or another, unexpected things. Fate is stepping in. You're going to be welcomed into a new network, into a social circle, despite your predisposition, despite your age, okay? And these people are going to be good to you, and you're going to be good for these people too, right? The stars, they shine together. They work together. So yeah, one way or another this week, it will just come out of the blue. You're going to become a part of a club, a friendship, a network, and you're gonna love it like she does. I'm not reading it symbolically. It's just cute to point it out, but yeah, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be amazing. So yeah, this is it. This is your week ahead. Big surprise, beautiful healing, amazing romance, unexpected peace offering, and clarity, freedom from a dilemma. Congratulations. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.